Everybody, welcome to another Marciana Bella Talks the Truth. It's nighttime, sorry, so the lighting is stupid right now, but whatever. I wanted to get into why narcissists will never change. Because as we heard from the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial today, it's because therapy doesn't work on them. Nothing is valid with that. None of the studies are reliable enough because they fake everything. They're going to use any scenario where they can come up. Okay. So like with Amber Heard, okay, we're going to aim for PTSD. So like exaggerate on those, really sell it, right? Because that's what's going to help, right? So that's what she does. That's what she does. You can't trick psychology. I wonder why. I think, I find it funny. I'm in, because I'm in this field. It's like, you can't trick a psychologist because we're nuts. Us ourselves, we're nuts, right? So I just think it's so funny. And then with the other ones where she can't figure it out, she becomes defensive. Well, duh, because she doesn't know how she can twist it in her little mind, her pretty little mind, right? Because narcissists are just so sick. Their minds are just, oh God. So in her mind, her pathetic mind, she's defensive, can't figure it out. So just wants to blame the tests, want to do anything because it's affecting her. It's affecting her. So it's like she couldn't have it work for her. So she was getting pissed off. Therapy does not work. And I was watching another video today where the coach was saying, if they keep saying sorry and you keep forgiving them and they say they're going to change, they go and get therapy and they never change. So what makes you think it's going to be different this time? Because my last one, he tricked me. Oh boy, did he trick me. He tricked me hard, so hard. After his actions, I said, I am leaving this country only as your girlfriend if you go to therapy. And he says, okay, yeah, I'll go to therapy. No worry, no problem. I'll do anything to save this relationship. I finally have you back after 19 years. I'll do anything, right? So I fly back to America. And 2 months after I'm back, he's no longer smoking cigarettes. He's onto vaping because we're weaning him off, because he's been smoking for over half his lifetime, right? And so he's like, well, I just quit smoking, so let me just get this under control with the vaping. I'm doing good, and then I'll look into therapy. So another month goes by, and at this point he's pulled some crap. He's done some terrible things online, and what's funny is he doesn't even believe the truth. He doesn't believe the truth. Like, I watched it. My family and friends watched it because he posted a live video. So many of my family and friends watched that video on Facebook. And when I confronted him about it, he denied everything. But 10 plus people saw it. And so he was trying to convince me that I was crazy and I didn't see what I was seeing. And so when I started to deny reality, all my friends and family were like, but Marcy, we watched it. He did do those horrendous things. So these people, man. So I said, well, after this, I'm flying back out to you for Christmas. Like, what's going on with therapy? Are you going to consider, you've been really liking the vaping, blah, blah. I never said anything about therapy. Why on earth would I ever say anything about therapy? I'm doing nothing wrong in this relationship. You're the one, and blah, 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 blah. And I call it his verbal abusive on repeat record. Is over and over the same words, blame shifting, projecting, putting it, manipulating, putting it all on me. I couldn't listen to it anymore. And the fact that he ever denied therapy when I left the country, going, I'll be your girlfriend if you promise me you'll go to therapy. Therapy doesn't work. They'll give you hope. Yeah, I'll go to therapy, dot, 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 dot. They'll sit, and they do go into therapy. They're just going to sit there and sit there. And then they're going to lie about the therapy. Well, my therapist says I'm making great progress and dot, 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 dot. The number of how many narcissists are out there in the world is far much more than what is reported. Why? Because narcissists don't think anything's wrong with them. So why would they go to therapy, right? Again, I can't say if they're narcissists or not, but look at what ended up happening with all her hours of therapy, all his hours of therapy. Has it worked? No. And the lies, she is just being between that psychologist today, the DC producer, like it blows up in your face and they will take you down with them. So that the Curry, the clinical psychologist, Curry, whatever it is, I only remember, I know her name, remember her last name is because Stephen Curry Warriors. Whoop, whoop. Okay. So like that therapist who was on the stand, she's probably going to lose her credentials now because she didn't do any of the right assessments. And the assessments that she did do, she did not do them to validity. They were not reliable sources. So this now lady can lose everything and her credentials could go to the Board of Behavioral Sciences. And she is SOL, all because of Amber Heard. And Amber Heard's wants. Well, I'll pay you this, right? And then they go on and start to blame shift Johnny Depp's. How much did they pay you? And you could just see the bullying mentality. All right. Just like how Johnny Depp's lawyers did with that other girl, that expert in statistical analysis, whatever, for how much Amber Heard lost. Right. But then eventually the truth comes out. Narcs rat themselves out and they never understand the concept that they will rat themselves out and eventually the truth will come out because they're so terrible at it. At first, they're so good, but everything always comes to light. These people are wretched. They're ratchet. They're snakes. They're the devil's minions. Satan is controlling them. They are puppets to the biggest puppet master out there, guys. Therapy is never going to change them because they're never going to go to therapy because it's your fault, not theirs. I want you guys to think about this. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but give up the hope. Stop with the hope. 1 month after talking with my last ex, I knew he was messed up. But I chose to stay because I finally got him back. 19 years. I finally got the love of my life back. I was groomed for him since I was a little girl. Before he even knew I existed, I knew of him. Don't worry, Marcy. There's a boy in boop, boop, whose name is boop, boop. You'll be just fine one day. So I always thought that this was my safe person. Marcy, you're just paranoid. You're being hyper vigilant because of what, so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so did. The narcs in my family. Stop watching the narc videos. Stop with the narc survivor groups. Stop with the narc survivor church groups. Stop. Well, of course they wanted me to stop getting the support I needed, but I chose to stay. And then it was like, well, maybe if I just get there, and in person, maybe, but like down to the littlest things he would fight me on. Basic human decency stuff like getting tested. He fought me on. And I was always the terrible girlfriend. My exes never asked this of me. You should just trust me. They never respect your boundaries, guys. And the more boundaries you put up and stick to them, the nastier it's going to get. God, we have only touched the surface to this. I want to touch upon again the shooting. Robb Elementary School in Texas. Today, when I was coming back from lunch and heading back into my campus, we were padlocking the back gate and there were parents out there. And they said, we used to get so mad at you guys going, why are you padlocking this? I'm just waiting for my student to exit. Now the teacher has to come and unlock it. It's just such a burden. And we're like, sorry, it's policy. Today, when we were padlocking it up and parents were waiting for their kids to come up through the back entrance, one just started crying and bawling. And she's like, I am so sorry for my actions by telling you guys that this is frustrating. Just keep the doors open. She goes, because your lives matter too. Not just our children, but your guys' lives as the teachers and whatever your positions are. Oh, it was. When that man went into that meeting and said, this is all your fault, do you see how many flying monkeys were there and how nasty those voices were and how they attacked him? Those are all narcissists. All those people are pure evil. Pure evil. How dare you come up here and talk about politics? Because you guys have made it politics. It's mental health, and it's gun laws, and it's the NRA. Those three things. Things happen in three, either by the devil or by God. And obviously that's the devil. Don't even get me started on that. So I speak the truth. Again, I haven't heard anything about that pastor, child abuser, molester. Screw being adulterer. So what? At that point, so what? You're a rapist and a child molester. Guys. For those of us who are empaths, when you're hearing about all of these negative things, you have to come to our channels to just decompress and remind you that you're not crazy. No. You're not the one at fault here. You're not the one to blame. No. So if you're watching my videos or other narc survivor videos, do something nice for yourself, please, because you can't keep taking this all in. I can't keep taking this all in. So we need there to be for support, but then at the end of the night, we need to unplug. Okay. I have literally been silencing my phone and turning it off of Wi-Fi. Like literally nobody can contact me. Nothing's being sent to my phone. I just need it for my alarm clock, and I have been sleeping better. Unplug. To all my empaths out there, narc survivors and people of abuse, unplug at night. Okay. Less waves for the devil to come at you at nighttime. All right. So my content is most likely going to start to change at the end of next week, because June is going to be a very traumatizing PTSD month for me, mid-June to mid-July. So I'll be focusing more attention onto PTSD from narcissistic abuse. All right, everybody. This is Marciana Bella. Marciana Bella talks the truth. I will see you all soon. And I have other stuff from the other day I still need to report on. More stuff that went on today. So check back. All right, guys. All right. Talk to you soon. Peace.